The cabinet of Dr. Caligari creates two opposing worlds, one of order and reason, and one of chaos and insanity. It draws distinct boundaries between these worlds before shattering them, and offering an outlook on reality that is not perfect or clean, but rather one that contains characteristics from both. The ending of the cabinet of Dr. Caligari suggests that, rather than being two separate worlds, the proper sane world and the unrealistic and insane world, there is instead one central world where both qualities exist and interact. The cabinet of Dr. Caligari shows this by breaking down and creating a new perception of reality in the prologue, epilogue, and flashback within the film. Dr. Caligari's introduction cements us in a tangible, real world before plunging us into a dream of the insane. This real world is defined by its adherence to reality. The German expressionist features that the rest of the film boasts are minimized within this section of the story. The park that Francis and his friends sit in give the perspective of a location shoot. Leaves occupy the ground space, while trees hang in the background and their branches reach down to remind our protagonists of their existence. Walls are solid and shadows are natural. These greatly contrast with the painted set of Francis's story. Once Francis begins telling his story, we see a drastic change from Caligari's real world to the imaginary, insane world within Francis's mind. This world is, by nature, unrealistic and features bending buildings, curved roads, and premeditated shadows. The set, built on canvas as opposed to a constructed one, features painted-on shadows and broad brushstrokes that disrupt perceptions of dimension and reality. The boundaries between these two worlds are strict and enforced. One can only occupy one world, the sane or the insane. This thought is enforced throughout the film's narrative. Within Francis's flashback, Dr. Caligari serves as the main antagonist and shows various signs of his instability, even having a mental break as part of his dedication to becoming the real Caligari. Everything changes with the ending of the film, however. As the true reality is shown and Francis's nature is revealed as insane itself, Dr. Caligari manages to destroy the duality it has created, and from the ruins it creates a new, synthetic world featuring ideas and mechanics from both the sane and insane worlds. Let's take a look at the ending of the cabinet of Dr. Caligari. As the flashback sequence ends, we are reintroduced into the world of reality. The resemblances of expressionism have diminished again, and we are seemingly outside. However, we are immediately dragged away from that world and reintroduced to a familiar locale, the asylum where the end of the flashback sequence took place. We see impressions of the German expressionism that occupies the rest of the film. The composition of the set greatly supports the German expressionist style, especially as we get closer to the cell that Caligari and Francis have both been locked in. The narrative structure of Dr. Caligari also reinforces these ideas. What we believed to be insane was sane, and what we believed to be sane lies somewhere in the middle. Francis is the voice of reason throughout the film, yet in the last few minutes it is revealed that he too has been unreliable, and the tale he constructed was imaginary. Despite that, there are inklings of the truth found in his retellings. Characters such as Cesar and Jane reappear, and even the tale of the mad Dr. Caligari exists in this real world. The cabinet of Dr. Caligari attempts to create two different worlds. Throughout the entire film, it subscribes the belief that these two worlds are separate and distinct, and it shows this through the treatment of the insane or the unbelonging. However, in reality, Dr. Caligari truly creates a synthesis of these two worlds, using mechanics and ideas from both to create a new reality where both the insane and sane are represented and defined by their involvement with one another.